wrote, he spoke about studying them seriously. Now we have the founder of Jiva Institute and the founder of the Chaitanya Sanskrit Samsthan, who is personally the recipient of the mercy of Sri Jiva Goswami. I have personally seen in my life how much seva he has done for the Shastras of Sri Jiva Goswami. And whatever Sri Jiva Goswami had done in order to broadcast its glories in the whole world in English language, he translated Sri Jiva Goswami's Sandarbhas and preached that philosophy all over the world. He has such a wonderful translation. He also got award from the former president of India. So Babaji's glories are incomparable. Whatever he has done today, uh, as of now, in Gaudiya Sampradayas, no other Acharya or Guru has done that what Babaji has done. I am telling that very clearly. The biggest seva of an Acharya is Grantha Seva, to write Shastra. So he did that and he established this educational institute. Even not even just Gaudiya Vedanta, other Vedanta is also studied here. The Harinamamrit Vyakaran of Sri Jiva Goswami is studied here. Without Vyakaran, any Shastra that we study, how do we understand? They are all in Sanskrit. So, in order to understand those Shastras, Vyakaran is extremely important. So, he has made this facility to learn that Vyakaran, and by establishing this educational institute, in this all the students of all sampradayas, even those who are not initiated, they are taking admission and they are studying here and they are making their lives successful. So into such a great personality like Babaji, I consider him as the personal, he has received mercy of Sri Jiva Goswami, and he has spread the glories of holy name and the shastras of Jiva Goswami. So we request Dr. Shri Shri Satyanarayana Das Babaji Maharaj to uh, speak on the philosophy, the granthas of Shri Jiva Goswami.
माइक तो लगा हुआ है। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हस्तामलकवत्तत्त्वं श्रीमद्भागवतस्य यः दर्शयामास जीवेभ्यः तं श्रीजीवप्रभुं भजे। आज हमारे
Today, our uh, great Acharya Shri Shri Jiva Goswami Prabhupada's appearance and disappearance days being celebrated. This festival is being celebrated by us since many years, but today we do not have two acharyas amongst us. Shri Anand Gopal Vedanta Tirthji Maharaj, he entered the Nitya Leela, and our other acharya Shri Jagadananda ji, his health is also in a very bad condition. He was diagnosed of cancer, and the doctor said that he doesn't have much time to live anymore. So it's a very sad state that in our sampradaya we there is a severe crisis of uh, scholarly devotees. In the Shat Goswami Ashtakam, it is said that our Goswamis, they were learned in various shastras, not just knowledgeable, but understanding the tattva very deeply. and extracting the essence of that philosophy and providing it to us. So it was a great expertise that they had. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he he gave a new system. Whoever acharya appeared before him in their sampradaya, they laid their philosophy on the basis of prasthanatrayi, and accordingly they broadcasted their philosophy and established their sampradaya. But Sriman Mahaprabhu, he spoke something else, and he said that Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is the topmost pramana, because whatever knowledge we receive, it is through pramana, pramakarnam pramanam. Until and unless we have prama, then we will be under illusion. So if we do not have prama, then our behavior will also, our actions will also be based on illusion. In Nyaya Shastra, it is said that Janya Bhaved Ichha, Ichha Janya Bhaved Kriti, Kriti Janya Bhaved Cheshta, Cheshta Janyam Bhaved Kriya. So he showed the system that whatever actions we perform, our behavior, what we call sadhana on the path of bhakti, sadhana is done by the activities of the indriyas. So whatever is sadhya through kriti, that is, our kriti is based on what? Our actions, they are based on our knowledge. And if our knowledge, if it is not prama, because knowledge can be brahma or it can be prama, it can be illusion or it can be authentic. So accordingly our actions will be there. So, and based on our actions we will get the results. If you sow thorn, you cannot expect the fruit of mango. So this is what people do not understand. They come to this path of bhakti leaving everything else. So they should think that whatever I want to achieve, if I do not understand it properly, how will I achieve that? If you do not know where is Barsana and you go towards Agra and you are on the highway, even if you are moving ahead in a very royal costly vehicle, but your direction is wrong, so you cannot reach Barsana. So that is why people perform bhajan, they do puja, but what we see, what is the result? You can see in your own heart, are am I experiencing that tattva? And if I am not experiencing that tattva in my heart, why am I not experiencing it? Because Sri Jiva Goswami said kriti sadhya, that it is achievable through our action. So what is our sadhya? In Śrīmad-Bhāgavata, there are three subjects, Sambandha, Abhidheya and Prayojan, as told by Sri Jiva Goswami. So for Prayojan, he has given such a detailed explanation of Preeti, you will not find it in any other Sampradaya. Whatever contribution Sri Jiva Goswami has done, it is not available in any other Sampradaya. Such a fantastic explanation of Bhakti, of Preeti. There are other Bhakti Sampradayas also. It is not that ours is the only Bhakti Sampradaya. There is Sri Sampradaya, Madhva Sampradaya, Nimbarka, Vallabh Sampradaya. Here also we also have Radha Vallabh Sampradaya. These are all Bhakti Sampradayas. But if you ask anybody, can you properly explain Bhakti? So nobody can explain it properly. And mostly forget about Vrindavan. If you go outside Vrindavan and ask the seekers of bhakti, then they will say that our prayojan is to attain mukti. The Mahaprabhu told the fifth Purushartha is prema, prema pomartho mahan. So establishing that, and that too based on Shastra, that is a wonderful job. It's an extraordinary job that Sri Jiva Goswami achieved.
मानता है तो उसको
So
फिर
if
संप्रदाय
one
बोलते
does not accept Shastra, then it
संप्रदाय
is
शब्द
not
का ही
called
अर्थ
as
होता है
Sampradaya. The word
सम्यक
Sampradaya means this only.
प्रकृष्ट रूपेण
Samyak Prakrishta
दाय
Rupena Daya.
दाय माने जो
Daya
दिया
means
जाता है,
what is
जो
given,
हमारी धरोहर है।
what is bestowed,
तो
the heritage that is
संप्रदाय
bestowed. So that
संप्रदाय
heritage
बोलो तो
is
ये
the
उसने वेश ले लिया, धोती लगा लिया,
flow
वेश
of
पहन लिया,
knowledge. Sampradaya does
तो
not
ऐसा नहीं
mean
है।
that we take Diksha, we put Tilak done.
किसी भी संप्रदाय के
It's not
अंतर्भुक्त
like
होना
that.
यानी कि उसमें
Entering,
स्नान करना,
becoming a member of a Sampradaya means to take bath
आप ये
in
सोच के नहीं
the
चल
river
सकते
of
कि
knowledge of that
हम यमुना
Sampradaya.
स्नान कर सकते हैं,
If you are living 50 kilometers away from
यमुना
Yamuna,
की धारा
do
में
you
आपको
take
निमज्जन करना
bath
पड़ेगा।
there? If you want to take bath there, you have to
संप्रदाय अलग अलग है,
enter
जिस
in that.
संप्रदाय में अंतर्भुक्त होता है
Similarly, if we
उसकी जो
have
जीवन
to
धारा है
be a member of this
उसमें
Sampradaya,
हमको निमज्जित
we
होना
have
पड़ेगा।
to completely immerse
और अगर हम
ourselves
उसमें
in
निमज्जन
the
नहीं करते हैं तो फिर
knowledge
हम
of
संप्रदाय
that
में नहीं है,
particular
वो
Sampradaya.
हमारा
If
भ्रम
we
है,
have not immersed
संप्रदाय है।
ourselves in the knowledge of that
तो
Sampradaya,
संप्रदाय
we
का
are
अर्थ ही
simply under an illusion that we are a
महाराज जी
member of that
गीता ग्रंथ भी
Sampradaya, which
लिखे,
we are actually
उपनिषद भी
not.
लिखे, नाटक भी लिखे,
Otherwise, why did
रामायण भी
our
लिखे,
acharyas write so many
भागवत लिखे,
shastras?
वेदांत दार्शनिक ग्रंथ भी लिखे।
They wrote
तो
natak,
कोई
they
कोई
wrote
संप्रदाय है
philosophical
जिसको दूसरे
books,
से कुछ लेना
they
ही
wrote
नहीं
so
है,
many shastras. So our
उसको
sampradaya is
कम से
complete
कम
in
व्याकरण तो
itself.
पाणिनि की पढ़नी पड़ती है, नहीं पड़ती?
Other sampradayas at least have to study
हमारे
the
संप्रदाय
Vyakaran
में
of
जीव गोस्वामी
Panini.
जी ने एकदम
Our
सरल प्रकरण
sampradaya,
पाणिनि
Jiva
से लिख
Goswami
दिए,
ji made it completely even independent
न
of
कुछ
Panini.
वैदिक प्रकरणम न कुछ
Although
प्रकरणम नहीं है, उसमें उसके
although it does not
संस्कृत में है,
contain the Vedic prakarana,
क्योंकि हमारा मूल
but
ग्रंथ
that is
श्रीमद्
not
भागवत
needed
है।
because our primary shastra is Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam.
तो ऐसा उन्होंने कार्य किया है,
So Sri Jiva
लेकिन
Goswami has done such an
संत लोग कभी
amazing
उसका अध्ययन नहीं करते हैं।
contribution.
और
We Gaudiya
मैं
Vaishnavas ourselves don't
क्या
study
है कि
that.
हमारे
And
आचार्यों
what I
से
was telling that
अनुभव
our
प्राप्त
Acharya Sri Ananda
उसमें नहीं
Tirthji
है, नहीं
Maharaj,
है।
who is not no longer present
ये हमारा
amongst
दुख का
us
विषय है,
now,
क्योंकि
so
हमारे
it
संप्रदाय में
it is
बड़ी
very
धनी है,
sad for us
भंडारे
that
तो हर जगह
our
चलते हैं,
sampradaya tremendously
कीर्तन भजन
lacks
करते हैं,
scholarly
सब सही है,
devotees. There is a lot of
मैं उसको नहीं
holy name chanting going around everywhere,
लेकिन
prasad distribution going around
ध्यान का
everywhere.
विषय
I am
उसमें
not
नहीं
against all
है।
that, but until and unless you are
और
clear
उसके
about
लिए
the subject
प्रमाण क्या है?
matter
जैसे रूप के लिए
and you
प्रमाण
don't understand the
आंखें हैं,
praman for that,
उसी
just
रूप को
like for
प्राप्त करने के लिए किसी
form,
और
the
वस्तु
praman
की
is
जरूरत नहीं
eye.
है।
You cannot
आप जितने
achieve
मर्जी विद्वान हो,
experience of the form
रूप तो आंख से
without the
दिखता है,
eyes, no matter how much scholarly
तो
you
उसी
are.
प्रकार
Form has
रूप
to
के
be
सर्वस्व है,
experienced
जो
through
हमारा
eyes
सर्वस्व
only.
है, जो हमारा साध्य है, जो
Similarly,
हमारा प्रयोजन है,
whatever is our sadhya,
जिसके
whatever
लिए
is
हम
our
अपना जीवन
prayojan,
दे रहे हैं,
for which we are giving our
वो
life
शास्त्र
here,
से ही मिलेगा।
we will get it through Shastra only.
शब्द ब्रह्मणि निष्णातम पर ब्रह्म अधिगच्छति,
Shabda Brahmani Nishnatam
शब्द
Para
ब्रह्म में
Brahmadi
बहु
Gachati.
में शाश्वती तन।
तो शब्द ब्रह्म
तो
पर
जब तक
ब्रह्म
हम
उभव में
शब्द का अर्थ
शाश्वती
नहीं
तनु.
पकड़ेंगे तब
So
तक हम
until and
परम नहीं
unless
पा
we do
सकते।
not catch hold of Shabda
लोग
Brahma, we
कहते हैं
cannot
कि नाम
achieve
में सब
Param
कुछ है, तो
Brahma.
ठीक है, लेकिन नाम
People say that
तो
Nama contains
थोड़ा
everything,
सा
that is
अज्ञान करेंगे
fine,
तभी प्राप्त
but
होगा।
you
जैसे
have to
लोग
chant
नाम
without
जप करते
offense.
हैं, नाम
It is
जप करते
not
हैं,
that
लेकिन
you
नहीं
keep
मिलता,
committing offense also and keep chanting
ऐसा नहीं
also.
है। आप आग जला रहे हैं,
That is
पानी
not
डाल देंगे
possible.
तो आग थोड़ी जलेगी।
You light fire
और
also and
अपराध
you
क्या है,
put
ये
water
दुख
on
का
that.
विषय है।
Now, what is aparadh? That is a very
कब
deep
किसका कैसे
subject
अवतार हो
matter.
जाएगा,
In what situation,
इसके
how
लिए
one
सभी
may
शास्त्र
commit
पढ़ो, वेदांत
aparadh,
पढ़ो,
understanding that is so
क्योंकि
difficult.
उसमें
So
कहानियां
for
लिखी
that
गई
you
हैं
have to learn
अपराध बताने के,
Shastra.
समझाने के लिए, चाहे वो दक्ष
All the
या
different
चित्रकेतु
leelas which are in
या
Bhagavatam, whether Daksha
या
or
क्रूर थे,
Chitraketu or Akrur,
कितनी उसमें
they are
दिखाया गया
all
कि किस
given to
प्रकार से व्यक्ति
explain what
जब
is
अपराध करता है तो
aparadh.
उसकी
And
उसका
if a
मार्ग बंद हो
Vaishnava
जाता है।
commits aparadh, then he
लेकिन
faces
हमको
obstacle on his path
शब्द से ही पता है, हमारी श्रीमती राधा
because
रानी है,
uh, we understand through the Shabda
उनके
only.
भाव
Our
हमको
Srimati
पढ़ने हैं,
Radharani, if we want her bhav,
ठीक है ना।
Mahaprabhu came to give
तो
Radha
अपराध
bhav
मूल
only.
रूप से आप
So aparadha means you become away from Sri
जो हृदय
Radha.
से दूरित करे वही अपराध है।
That which takes us away from
तो
Sri
कहते
Radha,
हैं कि
that
हम
is aparadha.
बरसाना पहुंचना चाहते हैं तो अपराध
So if
करना
we
पड़ेगा,
want
नहीं
to
तो
reach
दिन बीत
Barsana
जाएगा।
and we commit aparadha, that
बहुत
aparadha will take
प्रसिद्ध
us to Agra or Delhi
बहुत लोग आपको
and
बोलेंगे
we
कि
will
वहाँ
get
का
lost
साधु आया,
in
वहाँ
that
आदमी बोला जाता तो आदमी बहुत
glamour.
सम्मान करते
People
थे।
will glorify us
तो आप
that he is
किस
a sadhu from Vrindavan and you will get deviated
तो इसलिए
from
सब
your goal.
हमारे आचार्यों ने इसी लिखे थे कि हम
This is why our
शास्त्रों को पढ़ें।
acharyas wrote these
पहले तो
shastras
हमें ये
so that
समझना है कि
we
हमारा लक्ष्य
understand.
है क्या है, क्योंकि
First of all,
भक्ति
we
जो
have
है
to understand what is our
वो गोल
goal
है।
because bhakti is
मन
beyond the three
बुद्धि
gunas.
इंद्रिय जितने भी
our mind, intelligence, senses, all the different pramanas that we have, they are all within the three gunas. From Sankhya Shastra, we understand this only. From Prakriti to Mahatattva, then Ahamkara, then Indriyas, mind, intelligence, they all appear. And the Vishayas, the sense objects. So they are all made of the three gunas. Now our mind, which is of three gunas, our intelligence, which is of three gunas, how do we understand that object, that vastu which is beyond the three gunas? We can't even understand ourselves. So on our own, on its own, it is simply not possible. Anadi avidya purushasya.
अनादि अविद्या युक्तस्य पुरुषस्य आत्मवेदनम न स्वतो संभवाद अन्य तत्वज्ञो ज्ञानदो भवेत, ये हमारे भगवान श्री कृष्ण के मुखारविंद का वाक्य.
So Bhagavan Shri Krishna has spoken this verse.
मजाक नहीं है.
It is not some joke.
उन्होंने कहा है.
He himself has spoken this, that the Jiva has been in beginningless avidya, and on his own it is not possible for him to get out of this clutch. Another Tattvagya, another knower of Shastra has to liberate this person. That's why in Gita also he told Arjun that you go to a Tattvadarshi, go to a Jnani, go to a Mahapurush, you sit near his lotus feet, hear from him, then only you can achieve this knowledge to get out of this avidya. Otherwise, if we simply study from our own knowledge, we just extract whatever we like. Because Shastra is Nigama Kalpataru. It is wish fulfilling. What it means, whatever you desire, you can get it from Shastra. Shastra contains everything. So if somebody wants to establish that just chant, you can prove it from Shastra. You just do puja, that also you can prove from Shastra. So that will happen. It will give its result. But how it will give, that you can't understand on your own. That's why Bhagavan also accepts Guru. What was the need for Mahaprabhu to accept Guru? What was the need for Nityanand Prabhu to accept Guru? Bhagavan Sri Krishna, what was his need to accept Guru? Go to the forest, cut the wood, because they wanted to establish this example. Yadyad acharati shreshtas. So in our sampradaya, this is a tremendous defect, weakness, because I know very well about other sampradayas also. So as far as I am concerned, I always keep studying. I teach because some people come interested to teach, but my primary interest is in studying and doing my bhajan. So I studied Tattva Mukta Kalap from a great Acharya of Sri Sampradaya, written by Sri Vedanta Deshika. He appeared around 100 years after Sri Ramanujacharya. So he wrote the commentary on Sri Bhashya. Shruta Prakashika wrote commentary on Gita also. In his Sampradaya, it is said that Sri Vedanta Deshika, he is the incarnation of the bell in Vaikuntha. So the Granth, the Shastra that I am studying, the one from I am studying, he is actually not some like some established Acharya of the Sampradaya. He is a householder. He is a chartered accountant. But he is so intelligent, so knowledgeable. He delivers the entire lecture in Sanskrit, and he has such deep knowledge of his own Sampradaya, like Purva Mimamsa, that I become amazed. So now what to speak of the head of his Matha, the Sampradaya? And they have many scholarly devotees like this. I know many of them. If you see them, they are also doing their job, they are working. It's not that they have left everything, become Babaji.
ये हमारी संप्रदाय की कमजोरी को दिखाता है.
So this shows the defect, the weakness in our sampradaya. Now what is happening in our sampradaya, because people do not study Shastra, so other sampradayas have started dominating. our sampradaya. This is what goes on in the internet, especially in English. So that's what people are speaking. People speak like this, that people say that Jiva Goswami is copy paste. That means he simply copied from Sri Sampradaya. What does he know? Now, in order to counter this, you should have knowledge of his Sampradaya Shastra as well as yours also. Then only you can counter it. But they say, what is there in your Sampradaya? You don't have any bhashya, nothing, and you simply copied from here and put your own label. All these kind of discussions are accusations are going on. And the Gaudiyas, they are getting deviated because of this. They are getting influenced and they are leaving. I know many people who were earlier from Gaudiya Sampradaya, they left and joined Sri Sampradaya. So what is the primary cause of that? It is this only, nothing else. So like this, Shri Anand Gopal Ji Acharya, I am very sad that he is not present amongst us. When I established this school, I did not know about him because he was staying near Radhakund. So when I came to know about him, I was just searching whom can I get, who can become a teacher here, because I alone cannot do everything. So other than that, we had our Paramanand Ji Acharya Ji. He also passed away in an accident. The roof of the temple fell down. So Anand Gopal Ji, he stayed near Radhakund, and I said that I will bring him. So people told me first of all that don't get him. He speaks in a very harsh, rough way. He's very straightforward. He speaks very straightforward. So it will be difficult for you to adjust with him. That's what people fed this idea in me. I had not met him, so I thought, let me meet him. What is the problem? So I met him. So I folded hands in front of him. I requested him that please come. I will make all facilities for you, your living, food, etc. And please teach. And I will take responsibility for publishing your Shastras. So that time he was writing the commentary on Vedanta Sutra. So he came, and I did not have any problem with him. People used to say all kinds of things about him, all kinds of rumors. But I never had any misunderstanding with him. He stayed here for so many years in our ashram. He stayed with us. We used to take prasad together. And then later, when he started having heart trouble, then he desired to go back to Dadakund. So then I said, okay, you can go back. You teach there only. So these scholarly devotees, scholars, they have a different way of thinking. That's why they cannot adjust with other people. That's why people say that he is speaking very harsh. No, reality is he is not speaking harsh. He is speaking the truth. But truth is bitter. Those who are afflicted with the disease of Maya, in order to break that net, when somebody does that, people feel a lot of pain. So he used to speak the truth. He was never afraid of anybody because he had no such attachment that he wanted any position or anything. Because when you have attachment to something, then you speak carefully. Then you keep deliberating, thinking, if I speak this, this may happen. If I speak that, something else may happen. There was nothing like that. Like you said, at what Babaji Maharaj said, that so many times I met him, he used to deal very lovingly, affectionate way with me. When I used to meet Sri Anantadas Babaji Maharaj, so he used to also tell me that you are doing very nice activity. There is a lot of dearth of knowledge in our sampradaya. So the scholars, they understand that. Those who are wise devotees, they understand that. So they have this pain in their heart that in our sampradaya we have so many shastras, our acharyas have written so many shastras, but they are being despised here and there today. Then the sampradaya won't remain any sampradaya anymore, because the foundation of any sampradaya is the shastra. Sri Rupa Goswami ji, when he is writing the 64 limbs of bhakti, first thing he writes is that Guru Padashraya Tasmat Krishna Diksha Adi Shikshanam.
दीक्षा
that
और
take
शिक्षा,
shelter
दीक्षा
of
और शिक्षा
Guru.
को एक साथ
Then
कहा है उन्होंने,
Diksha Shiksha, he has
कि
told
अलग अलग नहीं
it's a
करना।
compound together one.
उसका कहने
He
का
has
मतलब ये
not
था
written
कि
separate
दीक्षा जो
words.
है वो
What he
उसको
means
गुरु
is
वहीं
that
पर अपने शिष्य
your
को दे
Diksha is
तो
not
दीक्षा का
complete
मतलब
until and unless you take
दीक्षा का मतलब
Shiksha.
होता है कि
Because what
आपकी
does Diksha
शिक्षा शुरू
mean?
हो रही है।
Diksha means that
लोग
now
समझते हैं
your
कि दीक्षा
Shiksha
से
is
पूर्ण हो गया,
beginning. People think that
तो
with
दीक्षा मिल
Diksha,
गई बस
our job is
नहीं,
done. That's all.
वहां से तो आरंभ है। जैसे आप
No,
किसी
that is
विद्यालय
actually
में
the
गए,
beginning.
किसी
So
महाविद्यालय
just
में
like
प्रवेश
if
प्राप्त
you
करते हैं
enter some
और वहां पे आपको
educational
एक नंबर
institution
मिलता है
and
दीक्षा
you get
पुरस्कार,
some
वो
identity
है
card
दीक्षा।
number, that is Diksha, the
अगर वहां
admission
से आपकी
certificate. But
शिक्षा पूर्ण हो जाती है तो
now
उसको बोलते हैं
when your
दीक्षांत समारोह।
when the Shiksha
उसका
ends,
नाम क्या है?
then that
दीक्षांत
ceremony
समारोह।
is known as
यानी कि अब
Dikshanta
आपकी
Samaroha.
दीक्षा पूरी हो
That
गई।
now your Diksha is completed.
लेकिन लोग क्या है कि मैंने अगर यूनिवर्सिटी
But
में
what people
प्रवेश कर
think
लिया
that if
तो
I
मेरा
have taken
डिग्री
admission in a
सर्टिफिकेट मिल गया,
university, I have got the degree.
यूनिवर्सिटी में आप
Does it
प्रवेश कर
actually
गए,
happen like that?
तो क्या
If you
उसी से आपको
simply take admission in a university, will you get
प्रवेश
degree just
प्राप्त
by
होता है
that?
कि अब आपकी शिक्षा
No.
आरंभ हो
Taking
गई?
admission means that
लेकिन
now
किसी
your
विद्यालय में जाते हैं,
education begins. But
कितने
we
लोग
don't know
जानते हैं
this.
इस बात को कि दीक्षा के बाद में
How
आपको
many
शिक्षा
people
लेनी
know
है?
this? That after
जबकि
Diksha, I
हमारे
must
आचार्यों
take
ने लिखा
Shiksha.
है ये,
Although our Acharya has
शास्त्रों में सब लिखा
written
है।
very
जैसे कि
clearly.
आप टीका देख लीजिए, श्री जीव गोस्वामी जी
So
की टीका
if you
है,
should see
श्री
the
विश्वनाथ
commentary
चक्रवर्ती
that
ठाकुर
Sri
जी
Jiva
की,
Goswami has
इसमें ये
written,
तीन टीका
Sri
है,
Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Sri
सब में
Mukundadas
यही लिखा
Goswami
है।
ji has written
और ये
on
कहते
that
हैं कि ये
particular
तीन जो
verse,
है ये मूल है।
and they say that
जैसे
these three are the
भगवान ने कहा कि भवन बनाने के लिए मूल
foundations.
तो
Like some another scholar was telling
लेकिन
that if you
नींव
want to
जहाँ पे
construct
गिरती
a
है
building, what should be the foundation? Now the problem is the
नींव जहाँ
foundation is
गिरती
not
है वहीं
seen.
गिरती है,
Only the
ढाई
building is
होता है।
seen. The
और
foundation
लोग
cannot
उसकी
be
प्रशंसा
seen.
करते हैं कितना बढ़िया
People
नींव है।
glorify the
कहते हैं
building,
ना ऐसे, नींव के लिए कोई कहता है कि कितनी बढ़िया
but
नींव है।
does anybody glorify the
तो
foundation?
इसलिए लोग भवन के लिए तो
So
जानते
that
हैं
is why people
नींव पर ध्यान नहीं देते,
want the
नींव
building,
बढ़िया
but they
लक्ष्य जो
don't
है वो
pay
ढाई
attention to
पांच
the
फुट का है,
foundation.
उसी में ढह
But if
जाता है।
foundation is not strong, then with a blow of wind, the
तो
building will
कहीं आप
collapse.
अध्ययन करेंगे तो कोई आपकी
So
प्रशंसा
if
नहीं
you
कर सकता, घर
study
वाले तो कहेंगे कि
carefully,
रोटी वोटी भी नहीं
if you
खाएगा।
study Shastra,
हमारे
nobody
गुरुदेव
will
लोग जो है
glorify
जब
you.
पढ़ते थे तो
You
कहते
will
हम तो
not
कोई
get
साधु ही नहीं मानते,
roti
हमारे
also.
तो
Our
भगवान
my
बस
Guru
मिल जाए।
Maharaj, when he used to study, people did not even consider him sadhu. They used to
भिक्षा
say
नहीं
that he
मांगते थे,
simply studies.
पहले
Maharaj ji
भिक्षा
used
मांगते
to
थे
say
तो
that
कितना साधु
he was
मानते थे।
not even getting
पहले
bhiksha because
ऐसा
earlier
भजन
sadhus used to do
कहीं
madhukari.
कहीं अन्न क्षेत्र चलता था, तो कहता है भजन तो करता नहीं तो पढ़ता है क्या?
So people used to say that,
भजन करना
he
है,
does not do bhajan. He
पढ़ना है
simply
नींव है।
studies. So bhajan is the building and study of
तो फिर
Shastra is the
इसलिए
foundation. The
लोग
foundation
कहते हैं
cannot be seen. So those who study Shastra, they are not considered as
गुरुदेव भी ऐसे
sadhus
ही कहते थे,
in this sampradaya. I was also
क्या साधु थोड़ी ऐसे ही
being
करते हैं।
criticized like that only, that what kind of a sadhu is he? He simply
तो
studies.
ये आवश्यक है।
So this is extremely
मैं
important.
आपको ज़्यादा समय नहीं लूँगा, मैं इसलिए
So I
आपको
will
बता
not
रहा हूँ
take
कि हमारे
much time
आचार्यों
of
ने
yours.
इतना
I am
मेहनत किया,
simply telling this because
लिखा
our
है
acharyas
उनके ग्रंथों में।
worked so hard. If you
और फिर एक
see
बात
their
भगवान ने कहा
shastras, and if
कि
then you try
वो
to
किसी
come to
प्रकार के
some
महल
conclusion, if you
या
think
के महल
that
में नहीं बैठे हुए थे जैसे
they
हम लोग
never
बैठे हैं, किसी
lived in
किसी
this
नींव
type
में,
of a building in which we are living. That time
उसमें
there was no
वहाँ पर ऐसा कुछ नहीं
electricity.
मिलता था।
That
हमें
time there
बाहर
was
पैसा
nothing in
खर्च करना
Vrindavan,
पड़ता है ये खरीदने
that
के
you
लिए,
go to Loi Bazaar or wherever
कुछ
you
नहीं
buy
था।
vegetables and all. There was nothing
ऐसी
like
स्थिति
that.
में बैठ करके
In
अभी
this
तक लोग बात
condition, in this
करते थे क्या?
situation, sitting and writing book,
कागज भी
how
खरीदना है
difficult it
लिखने के
is.
लिए,
From where will you get
नहीं
even
तो कहीं से
paper?
ये
Now,
पेपर
if you
खरीद
want
लाओ,
paper, you get
तो
from the
कागज पे लिख
shop.
लो, इतने कंप्यूटर पे लिख लो।
Now, so you can don't even need
तो
paper,
कहाँ
just
से
write on
पेपर
type on
लाएंगे, इंक मिल
computer.
जाए, स्याही कहाँ से लाएंगे
So
लिखने के लिए?
even if they got paper now, from where do you get
और
ink?
उसको लिख के फिर उसको सुरक्षा करके रखना।
And then writing it
श्री
and then
विश्वनाथ
protecting
चक्रवर्ती
it.
ठाकुर ने तो गीता की टीका लिखी,
Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur
अंतिम
wrote the
जो
commentary on
अंतिम जो
Gita.
500 श्लोक है उनकी टीका नहीं है।
The last 5 or 6
उन्होंने
verses, its
श्लोक लिखा
their
तो
commentary
उन्होंने टीका
is
लिखी,
not available. So he
अनुवाद हो
just
गया,
wrote a verse that I had written the
तो उसमें बड़े
commentary,
वो
but
शब्दों
the
में
rat
रसिक
took
बने,
it away.
तो
So he
बड़े
was a very Rasik
रसिक शब्दों में उन्होंने
devotee.
लिखा। गणेश जी को
So
वो टीका
he
पसंद आ गई, तो
wrote
उन्होंने
in a
कहा
Rasik way. So he
महाराज
said
गणेश जी
that
हमारी टीका पसंद आ
Ganesh
गई।
ji liked my commentary. So he sent his
अंत में फिर
messenger
दूसरा लिखा
and
है उन्होंने,
took my
तो
commentary
उसमें
away.
नमो
That much
नरायणाय
he has written at
वासुदेवाय,
the
मैं
end.
दोबारा
So
से
that's
नहीं
why he
पढ़ना
writes
चाहूँगा।
that I
तो
offer
अंतिम जो श्लोक
obeisances
है
to Sri Ganesh.
500
Now I
श्लोकों
will
में,
not
केवल
write
टीका
it
पढ़
again.
सकती है।
That's why the last
तो
five,
इससे
six
आप अंदाजा
verses, their
लगाओ कि
commentary is
जैसे
not
फैक्ट्री चालू
available.
होगी,
So
अचानक से कोई
imagine
चूहा ले गया,
what
तो
must
दाने
have
में तो
been
कुछ खाने
its
वाली चीज तो है नहीं।
situation that the rat took away the
तो इन
paper,
दाने पर
although it is not
फैक्ट्री चलती
something
है।
to eat as food. So whatever last 1 or 2 pages he
तो
must have
ऐसी
written,
स्थिति
that was
में
taken away.
इतनी मेहनत से,
So in this
और ऐसा मत
situation,
समझना
how much they worked
कि सिद्ध
hard,
पुरुष थे,
and don't think that
चाहे
they
कोई भी
were
हो, चाहे
Siddha
आप सिद्ध
Purush,
पुरुष हो,
whatever.
चाहे
Even if you are a Siddha
भगवान हो,
Purush,
यहाँ
even if you
संसार
are
में जितने
Bhagavan,
संसार के लोग
when
रहते
you
हैं,
are living in this world, you have to
जितने
deal with the
विरुद्ध
people
पक्ष
of
थे,
this
कुछ लोग
world.
बड़े महापुरुष थे,
Now
उनको
we
भी
just
उनको भी
study
ये
they
सब
were
सब पता
Bhagavan, they
था,
were Mahatma, but they also
उनको भी
had
सब
to do so
जानते थे कि
much.
किस तरह से
They
जीवन
also
जीना है।
had to deal
फिर
with
बीच में
people.
भाग के क्यों
They
गए?
had to consider, wonder how to protect all this.
वो तो भगवान है।
Why did Bhagavan run away
तो
from
भगवान
Navadvip?
के सन्यासी
He
थे।
went from Navadvip to Jagannath Puri. Why did
समाज
he
को
take
क्या लगेगा,
sannyas?
आप लीला की तरह से व्याख्या
You
करेंगे
can
तो वो अलग है,
explain it like
लेकिन
some
एक
Leela and
सिद्धांत
all,
से आप आगे
but
बढ़ोगे
if
तो
you
उससे
consider
विरोध होगा।
at the social
आप
level,
कुछ भी अच्छा कार्य
then
करेंगे
there
उसका
will be
विरोध होगा।
opposition to whatever you
भगवान का
do,
विरोध
even if you do
12 वर्ष में
anything
समाप्त हो
nice.
गया था।
As far as Bhagavan is
12
concerned,
वर्ष में
his opposition
समाप्त
was
नहीं हुआ,
ready
फिर
even
जन्म
before
फिर
his
से भरना
birth,
पड़ा ना उनको।
right? The
भगवान
moment
ने
he took birth, he had to run away. So he
उसने
always
कहा
runs away.
अपने पिताजी को, निकालो मेरे को यहाँ से तुरंत,
So he told his
जन्म से
father
मरना है
that
मुझे।
take me away from him,
तो
otherwise
कहने का
Kamsa will
मतलब ये
call
है,
and
अच्छा
kill.
काम करोगे तो
So the
उसका भी
point
फल
is
आएगा।
that if you
सब
do good
महापुरुषों ने
work,
पाया है,
there will be
तो
opposition.
उससे आप
All
देखिए
great
कि हमारे
personalities
आचार्यों ने
faced opposition.
कितना
So
मेहनत
with
किया
that
है
you see how much our
अध्यात्म
acharyas
के लिए
must have struggled to write these shastras.
और हम अगर उनको नहीं पढ़ेंगे तो हम कैसे कह
If
सकते
we
हैं
do not
कि
study,
वो हमारे आचार्य हैं?
then how can we say that
हम
they are
कहते
our
हैं कि हम
acharyas?
रूपानुगा हैं, हम जीवानुगा
We
हैं,
say that we are
हम उनके
Rupanugas,
अनुगत
we are
होते हैं, हम उनकी
Jivanugas,
बात को
but we
समझेंगे।
will become Anugas
उसका
only when
अनुगा
they
होना है, उनकी
understand what they
बात
are
के अनुसार
saying.
आप आचरण करेंगे
You become an
तो
Anuga
उससे
of
क्या होगा
somebody only when you
कि
listen to
हम
what
अपने
that person says and you
क्योंकि हम
follow
खुद
that.
नहीं पढ़ते तो
If
उनके
when we
विचार
don't
कहाँ से
even
आएंगे,
study
हमारे
their
कहाँ से आएंगे?
Shastras, then how
तो
can we
हम उनसे
understand
जो
what is
अनुकरण कर
their
सकते
thought
हैं वो
process,
करेंगे,
their philosophy? How can we bring it
हम
into
अपने
our
बच्चों को
action, bring it into life? We will
इसलिए
simply act
अनुकूलनम
whimsically.
अनुशीलनम, वो अनुशीलन कैसे होगा? अनुकूल अनुकूल के ऐसे
So you
आएगा
say Anukulyana
सबसे
Krishnanushilanam, how
पहले
will
कौन
it
सी मुझे
happen?
आसक्ति अपने शरीर में है उसी का
All
अनुकूलन
of us
करेंगे।
have attachment
अब
to
उसको
our
छोड़कर
body.
हमको
We
भगवान का
just
अनुकूल
act
करना
according
है
to the pleasure
तो
of
हम कैसे कर
body.
लेंगे?
So if we have to give it up
तो
and act
कैसे कर
according to
पाएंगे?
pleasure of Bhagavan,
तो
how
ये
can we
शिक्षा
do that unless we
भगवान से
learn it?
मिलेगी,
So
इसी
this
के लिए
shiksha,
शिक्षा
this
का अनुष्ठान
education
करना
has
है।
to be received from the
तो ये
Shastra
सब कोई
only.
सिखा नहीं
And
सकता।
Bhagavan appears to give this knowledge only because nobody else
नहीं
can
नहीं,
impart this
क्यों
knowledge.
कहा कि महाप्रभु ने
This
दिया? इसको और
prema,
कोई दे
why
नहीं
is it
सकता, दूसरा
said
कोई दे
that
सकता है?
Mahaprabhu came to give
ये तो
this?
नित्य सिद्ध
Nobody
भाव है,
else can do
नित्य भाव
this.
से प्राकट्यम हृदय
This is
सर्वस्य।
Nitya Siddha.
ये नित्य सिद्ध भाव तो उन्हीं से आता है,
This Nitya Siddha
इसलिए
Bhav
हम
comes
उसको
from him
पहचान सकते
only.
हैं, इसलिए उसको
That is why it is
संप्रदाय
called
कहते हैं।
Parampara. That's why it is called Sampradaya.
तो ये एक ज्ञान धारा है,
So it is a flow of knowledge.
इसको अगर हम नहीं समझेंगे तो
And if we do not
अचानक से
learn it,
आपत्ति
do
होगी
not
नहीं होगी।
understand it, then there is no
भगवान ने
question
कहा है
of
भजन
getting rid
करो
of
तो
anarthas.
अनर्थ
Like
निवृत्ति
whatever
स्यात्।
he said, bhajan
तो
kriya
पहले तो
tato
हमें
anartha
उनको
nivritti
समझना
syat.
पड़ेगा। अब हम
First of all,
समझ
तो we
लेंगे,
have to
समझ लेंगे तो हो
understand
जाएगा,
what is anartha. Our
या हम
illusion is
अर्थ
we
को नहीं
consider
समझेंगे,
artha as
अर्थ को नहीं
anartha.
समझेंगे, वो
But
प्रमा है।
when we, what is prama? Prama is to
परमात्मा का
understand
नाम
artha
सुनते
as
रहेंगे
artha
तो
and
वो सब
anartha as
खत्म हो
anartha.
जाएगा।
But if we understand
अर्थ उसी में
opposite,
पड़े रहेंगे, उसी
then
में
we will be
विचरते
under
रहेंगे,
illusion and
माया
we
में।
will keep loitering under this
तो
maya.
ये स्थिति होती
We
है
will
साधु
achieve
समाज की।
nothing. So this is what
आपको
happens
तो
to
अलग
the
लग सकती है, लेकिन ये
sadhu,
वास्तविकता
the
है, ये
congregation of
वास्तविकता
sadhus.
है।
But this is the reality.
तो ये
Although
क्या
you may
होता
feel
है,
very
इसको
bad,
ढोंग करना
but this
पड़ेगा,
is the reality. Then what happens?
ताकि
We become
हमको
sadhu and then we
समझ में
have to
ना
act
आए
as a hypocrite
समाज से।
because we want
और
to be
समाज वाले
accepted
हमको
by the
बेइज्जती करने
society
लगते हैं,
and
हमको
the
मारने लगेंगे,
society
मारने
starts
मतलब कुछ
worshipping
नहीं,
us. Although we
तो
are
फिर
not some
जब ऐसा
Maharaj
होगा
or
अब
anything,
क्या करता है कि अब हमको
uh,
ये नाटक करना
then
पड़ेगा
they
कि
fall at our
हम
feet,
नहीं थे,
although we are not some
ऐसा नहीं
Maharaj
था,
or
ऐसा नहीं था।
anything.
तो फिर अपने अंदर की वासनाओं को दबा के रखेंगे, छुपा के रखेंगे, लेकिन वासना छुपती नहीं है, वो कहीं से ना कहीं से फूट के निकलती है। तो आदमी फिर वो
So the anartha cannot be hidden.
इंद्रियां
It
नहीं
comes out
संभालती,
in some way, and then we become a mithyachari,
बाहर से
a
हम कुछ
pretender.
दिखाएंगे, अंदर से सब चलता रहता है।
So we just
लेकिन
show
ये तो
outwardly, but inside
भक्ति मार्ग के
all
बाहर का है,
kinds of anarthas are
ये तो
working.
भाव मार्ग है, और भाव तो बाहर की वस्तु नहीं है, भाव तो अंदर की वस्तु है, तो अगर हमारी भाव शुद्धि नहीं होगी
So it's a matter of bhava. If our bhava is not pure, then we will keep
और
living
उसको
in
हम ये बोलते
abhava,
रहेंगे कि हमारे पास
and
विवेक
then
है,
we
ये
keep
सिद्धि हो
acting
गई,
as a hypocrite
तो
and tell
फिर
lies
वो
that I have achieved this, I have
जो तो
achieved
सिद्ध हो
that,
रहा है वो किसी
I
के
am a
कहने से
siddha
नहीं हो रहा
purush. So one does not
है।
become a
सिद्ध होना किसी
siddha by
किसी
somebody
के
else
कहने से
giving
नहीं होता,
some certificate. You don't need
वो तो
somebody's
भगवान
certificate
के
to
सिद्ध है।
prove that you are a siddha.
सिद्ध होने से तो आपको ही पता चलेगा कि मैं हूँ या
If
नहीं
you
हूँ,
are a
आपका
siddha,
मन
you
क्या कह रहा है।
yourself will understand that. What is
और
your
इसके
mind
लिए
telling you?
प्रमाण शास्त्र है, क्योंकि आप भी भ्रमित हो
So
सकते हैं कि
Shastra
लगता है
is
कि मैं सिद्ध
the
हो गया,
praman. You may get bewildered that you are a
उसका
siddha.
प्रमाण शास्त्र से पता चलेगा आपको।
So
और वो
by
शास्त्र
praman
आपको जो
Shastra, you understand that. And you
तो
get that
इसी
praman
के लिए
knowledge from Guru only.
आयोजन किया जाता
So
है
that
कि
is
जो भी
why we
आत्माएं हमें
organize
स्मृति
this
में रखें,
program.
उनका जो अवदान है और उनकी जो इच्छा है वो क्या
Whatever
चाहते
is
हैं,
their desire,
वो हमारी स्मृति पथ में रहे। नष्टो मोह
we
स्मृति
always keep
नष्ट
remembrance
सा
of
विषय
them.
अच्युत है। तो हमारा मोह नष्ट अर्जुन का हुआ भगवान की वाणी सुनने से।
So Arjun, his moha, his
और
illusion was
भगवाचार्यों
lost,
की वाणी का
was
अध्ययन
broken
करके
by
हमारा मोह
learning
नष्ट नहीं होगा,
Gita from Bhagavan. So until and
और जब
unless
तक
we
मोह नष्ट
learn
नहीं होगा
the knowledge that is
तब
given
तक
by our
हमारा
acharyas, our
चाहे
bewilderment will not go away, our illusion will not be lost, we
इसलिए
will remain under
बहुत
Maya,
आवश्यक है
no matter what we do. That is why
इसी के
it is
साथ
extremely essential
मैं
to
श्री जीव गोस्वामी
learn Shastra.
प्रभुपाद के चरणों
So
में
with this, I offer my
और
obeisances
आप सभी के चरणों में
multiple times to Shri Jiva Goswami. I offer
जिससे आपको कुछ
obeisances to
कष्ट
all
ना
of
हो,
you.
उसके लिए मैं
If any of
क्षमा
you
मांगता हूँ।
felt pained
जय
by
जय श्री
anything
राधे
that I
श्याम।
spoke, I beg forgiveness. Jai Shri Radhe Shyam.
जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। अभी हमारे प्रभु जी डॉक्टर सत्यानंद दास जी
So
महोदय
now
संस्थान का
the
उन्होंने
Shri
बहुत
Shri
अच्छा
Satyanarayana Das Babaji
शिक्षा
Maharaj, the
दिया
founder
क्यों
of
नहीं होता,
Jiva Institute,
क्यों शिक्षा
he
देना
told
चाहिए,
very
क्यों ध्यान करना
nicely
चाहिए, इसके
why we
बारे
should
में
take
अच्छा
Diksha, why we should take
उन्होंने समझाया।
Shiksha. He
और
told
उससे मैं
very
बहुत सीखा।
wonderfully, he
मेन तो
explained
मतलब
everything.
ये है,
Whatever
इसके बारे में
Goswamis
अच्छा
have
तरह आप लोगों को
established
समझाया।
or Gaudiya philosophy, he
तो
explained
वो
about the
शास्त्रों
importance
से हम
of
लोगों को
that to all of
समझाया।
us very nicely.
वो
So it is
पढ़ुआ
said in the
पाषंडी
Sadhu Samaj,
एक कहावत है, इसके बारे में
it
इन्होंने
is said,
समझाया। जो पढ़ाई लिखाई करते हैं
Padua
उसको कोई
Pashandi,
अच्छा नजरिया से नहीं देखते हैं।
those who
बोले इन्होंने पढ़ाई
study,
लिखाई विद्या
they
किया है,
are
पढ़ते हैं,
never respected
परिवार
in
में
the
उनका सुख शांति
society.
होता है,
People
वो
say
सब
that
छोड़ दो, इसके बारे
people,
में
those
सोचो।
who
लेकिन
study, they are
क्यों
like
चाहिए,
hypocrite.
क्यों चाहिए,
But
बोले
people
सुनिए,
say like
हमको
this. But
अच्छा तरह से
Maharaji
समझाया।
explained that why we
तो
should
आज
study.
हमारे बीच
He
में
explained very nicely.